It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Industry Podcast. Now, some of y'all probably don't know these people over here. Excuse me. Miss Amy Luciani and Mazi. If you're a Love and Hip Hop ATL fan, you've probably seen them. I don't typically report on the people on the show. I've reported on Baby Taint, who used to be on there. I think she might still be on there. I don't know. But they're going viral right now. Amy Luciani is a rapper, songwriter. I believe she's from Detroit, but she's based here in Atlanta, like myself. She's worked with a lot of different female rappers and just artists in general. She songwrites and ghostwrites and releases her own music. So we have quite a few things in common, must say. But there's a viral clip from, I guess, the latest episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta where they're having a dispute in their relationship and she airs him out for his financial shortcomings. Now, in the clip, you'll see that she says that they've been going at this for about 7 years and things have not changed, you know? So this is really the crux of the relationship, you know what I'm saying? It's not so much of the fact that he's having a hard time. It's the fact that he's been having a hard time ever since she met him and he hasn't really figured it out, right? Now, I don't know all the things that Mazi does, but to my understanding, he is a rapper of some sort, or at least a part-time rapper. I don't think he's full-time with it. I don't think it's paying any bills for him, but she's definitely collaborated on songs with him, I guess, to try to use some of her fan base to help him launch. Also trying to, use the celebrity that she's gained from being on Love and Hip Hop to also collaborate with him, but it hasn't really translated. He also has a fashion line called Black Love, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess that's the primary thing that he's trying to push, and it's not really yielding the correct results for him, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and play the audio of what they have going on so that y'all can get a firsthand account of their situation. Some people out there can possibly relate to what she's going through, may have also ended relationships because of what they're going through, or just have something to say because of the dynamic that they have. But we're going to get into that in just a moment. All right. All right. So let's get into what she has to say to her boyfriend, Mazi. Okay.
We need to talk. I left you and broke up with you a year and a half ago. So why I came back, I watched you from afar and it looked like Black love was blossoming back up. You had your merch in the store. I drove past, I seen a billboard up. I'm like, it's working, God, because this is the person I'm in love with. You were the person that I always wanted. So then, of course, guess what? Unblocked you. We get back to around. Now you're with me every day and now we're with each other. But in these few months of being with you, you're literally showing me again. I'm not going to take accountability. Only thing I'm asking for is every month, can you just give me half of the rent?
I'm a self-employed. I'm doing this.
Self-employed.
I'm doing it. I don't have.
Oh shit. We got to stop. God damn. We got to stop. What the fuck going on, man? Oh man. So she's not asking him for much, she's asking him to just provide his half of the rent and he ain't even coming to the table with that. Okay. Now she's letting him slide because he ain't paying a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what their rent is in total. You know what I'm saying? But to her estimation, she like, shit, you got this clothing line out here. I seen it in stores. You know what I'm saying? I see you funded a whole billboard out here, which a billboard can be cheap if you put it on like a blip billboard or something where it's like flashing for 10, 15 seconds and it moves on to something else. But if he paid for a full-on billboard where it's like nobody moving it and it's all the attention is on that can get expensive, especially for somebody who ain't paying no bills. So she like, shit, I thought you was making money off of this thing, Now, I will say I did look a little bit further into their relationship, and this has been a problem for a while. They first got together, I believe, in maybe 2017, 2018, a year ago. They were doing an interview. So this is not made for TV. This issue is not made for TV. This is something that's really going on in their life. They did an interview about a year ago where she broke up with homeboy, and they talked about how they got back together. They were missing each other, blah, blah, blah. I guess around the time where she first met him, he wasn't doing none of this stuff. He wasn't trying to rap. He also was not trying to be a clothing designer. He had a regular job working at some sort of water plant. And she said that was one of the reasons why she got with him in the first place, because he did have a real job. Okay. So she was already attracted to him physically for whatever reason. And she liked the fact that he was trying to be on a straight and narrow and work a real job instead of either scamming, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, or, you know, just trying to run the streets. However, that seems to be his background. I don't know what year he decided to leave the streets, but around the time she met him, he did have a regular job. I don't know, but his excuse here is that he coming from the streets. So I don't know if he devolved back into being a street nigga at some point in their relationship, or what the problem is. I'm gonna let the rest of the scene roll, but up to this point, I'm a little confused. Okay.
Resources. You got your whole family here. I'm here by myself. I don't got none of that. I have to watch my steps. The reason we moved from the condo is because of your success. The reason we moved from the townhouse was because of your success.
Yeah.
Okay. So his rebuttal so far is basically saying, hey, we've moved from previous homes, you know, which means they've been upgrading the lifestyle off of her success. When she gets a placement, when she gets money coming in, she's getting more money off of this TV show, because I believe she was on the show before he even became a part of it. You know, the lifestyle upgraded. So he like, I can't keep up. You want me to provide half the rent? I was cool with perhaps doing that in the past, you know, when the overhead was a little bit lower. You keep trying to upgrade the chip, and my chips ain't really dipping. Okay. So I feel like I understand where he's coming from, but the fact that he's not bringing anything to the table, the fact that he's not even offering anything or you know, contributing in any way, yeah, somebody's gonna get tired of that, especially when you pushing money out to keep getting inventory on this fucking fashion line of yours, which doesn't look bad. Black Love, it is kind of dope. I might have to go cop some, you know what I'm saying, when one of these little checks hit or something, you feel me? But nonetheless, it's making me not want to support you, man. Because why the fuck would I give money to a motherfucker who don't even want to take care of his household? What the hell going on, man? Now, before I resume the video, I want to go back, and there are some articles about them. They've broken up multiple times. At one point, they had a YouTube channel called the Amy and Mazi Show, where they were showcasing their relationship, and they broke up. And Amy Luciani then came to the internet and let the people know about their breakup. And this is before Love and Hip Hop fame. Okay. So at some point they were texting. I don't see the text, but she just says, as you'll read these texts, you'll see I told him I'm wishing him the best and never want us to be enemies. I was keeping quiet. I left him 2 weeks ago and was not going to put you all in the unfortunate mix. Next thing I know, he was on the internet talking about our breakup for money on OnlyFans. This dude, she broke up with him. He go on OnlyFans, monetizing the breakup, telling their little, I guess they had an Amy and Mazi show. So I'm guessing they turned the Amy and Mazi show into a monetized OnlyFans thing, where I don't know what the fuck they got going on. If they smashing and dashing on there, I don't know. I would care not to see it. But he was monetizing their breakup story. You know what I mean? So then she says he changed the YouTube password to our channel, locked me out, and made it his. So then he changes the YouTube password, because there is money going on the YouTube. Whatever money was coming in, they were, I suppose, sharing it. But he locked her out, changed the password, and I guess changed the password to the email login for the YouTube. And then made it his own, so that he could cash in on whatever he wanted to talk about and do on that channel. Doesn't seem like the type of character you should be taking back, but you know, who am I? Surely not Beanie Man. Okay. So she continues, but he can have that channel. I won't even fight for it. God is good and life goes on. I could no longer continue the relationship looking at his 3 baby mothers working jobs with 4 of his children while he's bopping around on social media, chasing a rap career while I continued to lay up with him, praying that he would change and get his priorities in order. I loved his children. I respect the kids' mothers. They all deserve better, and I'm sorry if y'all ever thought I was just living the high life while knowing y'all needed support. So this man has 3 baby mamas, 4 kids that predate you, and he don't want to contribute nothing to your household, and the other baby mamas is out there looking like y'all living it up, gallivanting around, living the high life, not understanding why he ain't kicking nothing towards them or their children either. And this is the type of man you decide to lay up with and bring on TV and showcase. Interesting. Let me get back to this. I was speaking up for y'all. Most our arguments were about the kids. I knew my karma would also come. I couldn't hold the poker face another day. Being so in love, I tried to see through his lows. Now, year 4, I realized God won't bless me and I'm attached to the mess. So this was year 4 when this happened, allegedly. This was 2022. So they're not really on year 7. They really on kind of like year 6, okay? But, you know, still a long time, especially for a dude who's been trying to get his life together. 6 years. You should have some sort of direction. You should have some sort of roadmap. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that you got to be rich or that you got to have it all figured out, but you got to show improvement. That's the main thing. She wants to see improvement. She wants to see you elevate. She wants to see you come into your own to where she doesn't have to do for you 24/7 all the mother effing day, all the mother effing night. And she out here busting her ass, writing, songwriting, dropping songs, getting deals with Love and Hip Hop, even though people really didn't know who she was. She still made a way. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, won't bless me and I'm attached to the mess. So my blessings will fall short too. This is my first public relationship and public breakup. There is no right or wrong way to do this, so here it is, my truth. I protected him to the point I stopped protecting myself. That is over now, and as I told him weeks ago, I'm still praying for you. I had to leave my effing best friend over some things that I know he could have changed. The change just didn't come for me, but I still hope it comes for him, right? So this is throwback information, and we're going to get right back into the clip so that y'all understand. I wanted to give context because I don't know enough about these people for me to just not give context. So when y'all see this video, because it is going viral, I want y'all to know a little bit more about why this is such an enormous breakup or blow up.
Never was stable. Why? He talking about bills adding up. Come on, man. Let's not. Come on.
Yeah.
I never was stable. Why? He talking about bills adding up.
Damn, he used the excuse I never was. I had to pause. He said I never was stable. This is how you knew me. This who I was. This who I've been. How you expect me to be something different? Because it's been 6 mother effing years.
Man, let's not. Come on.
But why weren't you stable?
What you mean?
Why?
I was new to this. I'm fresh out the street.
We year 7.
I don't give a. I was year 1.
How am I supposed to keep up with her financially and I don't have the same resources, family, support, none of that in Atlanta? Like, I'm really doing the best that I can. You need to see that and just accept me for who I am.
I don't really know where we go from here.
Now, he says he does not have the same finances and resources. He's doing the best that he can and she needs to accept him for who he is. And I mean, if it's love, the accept for who you are thing is pretty valid. But dog, if doing the fashion line ain't working for you, you knew how to get a job and work at the water plant 6-7 years ago. You might have to go back and do some shit like that just to make sure that you're able to buy something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't put food in the house. Can't pay the heat bill, the water bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to do nothing and she's supposed to take care of it all and bring you along. And she ain't even, although she's on TV although she's got somewhat of a rap career and that she's out here songwriting and helping other artists get their hits out, you know, she's not prime time yet. So it's not like she just has an endless income of her own to just be doing this shit. She busting ass out here, bro. And while she's doing that, you can't just be out here going from store to store trying to peddle fashion line, right? No one's telling you to stop pushing the fashion line. As a matter of fact, all of us go through, everybody that wants to be an entrepreneur has to go through the phases and stages of learning how to balance your life, your time, your money, right? You can't go full in unless you have a nest egg of some sort or a plan to make it work. And your plan is not going to go according to plan, right? But as a man, this is real shit. You gotta play that game very intelligently, very strategically in order for your woman to understand what it is that you're pursuing. You gotta have some benchmarks. You gotta have some results that you can show that says, okay, you're making improvements. You know what I'm saying? I can support you down this road because it's showing me that it's leading somewhere. A lot of women, that's the bare minimum. Like, if you can show them that, they will support you, especially if you contribute to the household in the meantime and show that you're making an effort. But you don't want to do shit. You just want to hang out with your boys, most likely. You want to try to push this thing, which I support you in pushing it. But dog, where you got the money to buy billboards? You got the money, you know what I'm saying? You got the resources to get with some store that she said she's seen your shit in. Where's the money coming? Where's it going? Right? You pulling plays for the brand, but the brand ain't pulling no plays for you. You're gonna have to get a J-O-B. Okay? At least a part-time temp agency. Something got to give, brother.
I'm definitely tired. I'm very tired.
We been
For real.
making money, said she. I know I mismanage this. I'm gonna get that together.
The K keeps saying you're gonna get it together and not doing it.
I am though.
But you
I'm gonna
keep
stay consistent. Please watch me closely, and if I do fall short again, you got the right to do whatever you want.
I've heard it too many times. I will be a fool to believe it again. I'm really hoping that everything that you're saying you was going to do for me, I hope you start doing it for yourself. Because you really are a good person. You really deserve so much better. But actually, I do too.
What? Is it done?
It's done. I'm still going to support from afar, but I'm actually going to start picking myself first.
To give my heart, all my heart to someone and seem like they just holding it and just taking it away from me right now, it's devastating. It hurt. It hurt bad.
It's too bad you want to play the victim in this situation, bro. You really got to take accountability. You really got to look yourself in the mirror. You really got to figure some things out, man. I don't know if you need some prayer warriors. I don't know if you need your big mama to come through and, you know, say some prayers for you to figure out and navigate your life. But she ain't telling you nothing wrong, bro. Like, this is actually one of the most tame situations that you'll catch on TV where a woman is breaking up with a man, because she could have like aired him out. She could have like really went all the way in. But she says, man, all the stuff that you say you want to do, I hope that you actually accomplish it. I hope that everything you say you want to do for me, you ain't got to do it for me. I want you to do it for yourself. I want to see you come up. I want to see you be blessed. I want to see you manifest all that good shit, all the good energy that you looking for. But I cannot sit here and wait on you when you're not trying to do nothing for us. Right? You're trying to figure it out with your brand. But what about the brand of our household? The brand of our household needs to survive. And he's saying, you keep trying to upgrade the crib, which continues to elevate out of my bracket. But again, she say, man, I just need something. At the bare minimum, just show up with your half of the rent. If you can't do that, you got to go. I don't think that's unreasonable. It's a lot of people out here that ain't even willing to go 50-50. She just asking for that. And you ain't got nothing on the Rolodex but excuses. I don't know anybody that's going to accept that shit, man. Honestly. Other than, you might find yourself in a situation where you can be, a hobosexual. You know what I mean? You might find, a couple of pillars and posts that's going to let you rock out for a little bit. But no matter where your rock lands, you're going to run into the same issue all over again. You might find a couple months here, a couple weeks here, a couple, you know what I mean? With some of these little, different flavors of the month. But you really need to abstain. If she don't get back with you, you probably need to abstain from dealing with women for a little bit. Get on your shit. I don't know if you gotta go back to one of your homeboy house or whatever. Get on the couch. Go back to family somewhere. You say you ain't got no family in Atlanta. Go back from whence you came. Pull it together. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you do actually have money coming in that you keeping to yourself and not really letting her know about, because there are some people that have to do that or feel like they have to do that in order to keep something for themselves. I don't know if you have a savings of any kind. You out here getting billboards. But the next billboard you might need to post is a job application, okay? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. And before I go, oh man, I can't let this one slide. Don't sign out just yet. Okay? I need y'all to stay here because I want to make sure I'm keeping my word to the fullest extent. We have somebody else that joined the Cash App crew. And like I said, everybody that contributes to the channel will get their shout out. Okay? So, Miss Gloria, I would like to thank you for joining the Cash App crew. Okay? We greatly appreciate it. Everything counts. Much love and respect. I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Y'all stay safe out there. Be good to your people. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.